Well, okay, guys, let's see if I can actually do this without all the echoes. Ah, I can't stand it. I've had so many problems with Facebook Be Live, and I screwed this one up too. And if I can't get rid of my voice, this will be kind of crazy. So, hello. I don't know who that is. Let's see who that is. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Margaret. Okay, I'm just going to shut myself off here. Okay. Oh, perfect. Hello. Can you hear me? All right. Now, can you hear me? Because can you let me know, someone, Margaret or Pam, if you can hear me? Because I don't hear anything right now. I'm hoping, I see myself, and I'm actually hoping that this works. So give me a second. I can't believe this. Wait a minute. All right. Yeah. I'm hoping. I see myself. Okay, and you hear me. Okay, perfect. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you. I need to get my grounding. Whenever I come online now and I seem to have issues and it's not so smooth, I just start breathing and hyperventilating, and I bet you can't even tell. And that's what's so interesting about life. You can look at someone and you can love on them and you can think, oh my God, they look calm, cool, and collected. And you will never know what is really going on for them. And so, guys, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Dr. Joan Hangarter, also known as Joan of Angels, and wanting to let you guys know that all is well. Today is December 9th, 2019. I want to talk a little bit about the energies of the day, or the energies of the time, what we're moving into, and how to shift your energy into that. So raise your hand if you're here because you are looking for some kind of help with your finances, your love life, your business life, your relationships. And if that's true, just go, and it helps me if I see it this way, like plus health, plus relationships, plus everything. Okay. All right, good. So take a deep breath, and we are going to get started. Share it out with your friends, and do me a favor. As we take this deep breath, it really helps me to imagine that I'm with each and every one of you. And I can do that when I rub my hands together like this. And then I ask you to rub it. And then I can imagine that you're all here in my sanctuary, rubbing your hands together with me and holding that energy. So as you rub your hands together and you feel into that energy, that's such a beautiful thing. And feeling into your own energy, and kind of tuning into where each of you are at. Now, where I'm at, by the way, is realizing that December is a month that kind of swirls through and comes with a rush. And actually, it's a disturbing month as much as it could be a joyous month with a lot of emotions. So we want to deal with all of them and kind of see if we can steady our emotions. And so I'm seeing some of my friends online. I'm just going to cruise. I'm back on Be Live, which is really my favorite format. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And I see Pamela, I see Margaret and Deborah. And yeah, there's Deborah. You hear me? Pamela's very, very good. All of you are people that I've worked with, seen before, and love. Suzanne and Health. Okay. Truth and Justice. So, mon chéri Margaret, we're going to start with truth and justice and work backwards. We're going to ask right now that all of us together work to create what I like to call is a tower of miracle power. You could call it a tower of mastery. It's a tower of connection, much like the street towers that you see, those electrical wires that just are along all the highways and streets. So the Tower of Miracle Power takes our energy and it raises it as high as you can imagine, pointy, 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 all the way up. And as we learn to raise our vibration and match our power all the way up there, we can then simultaneously learn how to send out waves that connect with other towers globally and across the planet. And when we do that, then we can raise the frequency to request what it is that we are asking for. So I said truth and justice with Margaret, and such an interesting concept, truth and justice. Truth and justice is a human concept. It's a spiritual concept, and it's based on having the truth revealed. But one of the things that I've uncovered, which is very, very interesting, is that there's so many layers of truth. And there's layers of truth about our health, layers of truth about our relationships, there's layers of truth about every event that occurs on the planet. And why is that? Well, this life, past life, future lives. You've heard me say that when I call in the light and the energy, I say, okay, let go of any obstacles, this life, future lives, past lives, this dimension, all dimensions, this life, so when we do that, that says that sometimes we can slip over and things occur on all levels. So what is true in this life might not have been true in the last life. And things that occur, if we deal with it strictly based on what we see, then we're not going to get to the truth of the matter, because there's the karma involved, there's the people involved, there's the whole history, there's the past life history, and even the future life. So what is truth and what is justice? We almost have to take out our human understanding of that. And so when I've had to go into court, and I don't know, some of you might know that I went and took a major insurance company to court in 1990. Was it 1998? Well, we went to court 2002. And in the courtroom, and it was very, very distressing because I had lost everything. And when I took Unum Provident, Paul Revere, to court, as a matter of fact, I had lost everything and I was destitute. So my life depended upon, or I thought my life depended upon, the results of this verdict. And so when we are emotionally attached to anything, whether it is our health, whether it is truth or justice, whether it's a person, place, or thing, our very attachment lowers our neutrality and our vibration to it. So I had to spend a lot of time. This was the beginning of my work with Miracle Makers and Miracle Mastery. I didn't have the spiritual concept that I have now, but I did have the concept that only one thought can exist in your mind at a time. It could either be a positive thought, positive emotion, or a negative one. Okay, so when it was when we have a negative one, then, but we're trying to attract positive things, like, okay, I'm worried that I won't win a court case. I'm worried that, like I was at that time, really worried. Then we could put out those negative thoughts out into the universe and get them back. That's why it's very, very important to learn what we're thinking and switch it into the positive and to go into neutrality. So I didn't even know, by the way, as much as I do about angels then. This is interesting looking back. I never even thought about this. But the way I handled it is I literally put angels in the courtroom. I put angels around the judge and the jury. In fact, I did it throughout the whole case. I put angels everywhere, even around the opposing attorneys, and all of their specialists and all the people they hired against me. I just kept putting more and more and more angels in the courtroom because I wanted it to go into that neutrality. So the truth really and justice, we could say that's for the highest good of all concerned. It's for that which is an outcome that will positively impact people, places, and things. So when we put angels in the courtroom or angels around us, even when we're dealing with our health, all right, so even on a health issue where it might be critical life or death for us, if we put our worry and we focus on, oh my God, if I don't heal myself, I'm going to die. Okay, I'm going to lay down right here and be dead. The more you focus on that, then the more that can come to pass, because your brain can't switch into the positive affirmation, and you won't even believe your positive affirmation. So if you're out there going, I am healthy, I am healing, I am whole, my body is functioning normally, we have to repeat this over and over and over again till we believe this, until our body comes into harmony with this, because that's what you want your voice, your consciousness to hear. And so it's important to move into a place of neutrality, so that your emotions are not swayed. Does that make sense? And I hope it does. Because when our emotions are swayed and we're no longer there, then we become subject to greed, envy, fear. And we know that when our vibrations go low, then what we are trying to put out into the universe also goes low. So if you're out there putting out your videos or your tapes or your positive thinking, and your vibration has slipped low, then that's what the universe is going to get. Because there are some things that we have to really work with to manifest that. So all together now, I want everyone to literally see in front of you a dial, okay? And this dial on the left has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's from off to on, 0 to 10. And this is going to be our miracle manifestation switch. And notice some weeks it's the miracle mastery switch, some weeks it's the master healer switch, but today it is the miracle manifestation switch, okay? And first I want you to pay attention to where that switch is, okay? So let's see where that switch is. Where's the switch? Where's the switch? Who knows where their switch is? All right. So my switch, let's see. Let's turn that on, okay? So the first thing is to note, where is your switch? Is it a 4, a 6, a 10, a 20? Hi, Carrie, beautiful. I like that she calls me love. Good. Where's your switch, Margaret? Where's your switch, Pamela? Really look at where your switch is when you start and where your switch is as we continue and move forward, okay? Now, if we're also dealing with health, wealth, and happiness, truth, integrity, justice, liberty, etc., all right? And actually, that's huge because, oh my God, all the implications of that almost threw me off track. So what we have to do is look at our acceptance levels first, okay? So even before we move to the manifestation exercise, we have to see where is our dial, our miracle manifestation dial, and what will we accept? So there's 2 different numbers here. There's what do you want? Oh yeah, I want a 10. I want miracles. I want health, wealth, happiness. Bring on the 6 figures and lots of abundance. Yes, yes, yes. But then, that's good. So my accepting might be great, or my wanting to accept. But what happens if you look at it then and you realize, oh crap, when I look at it energetically, I'm only open this much. So it can't get through. Information can't get through. Intuition can't get through. Health healing can't get through. Truth, justice can't get through. A new way of being. And even information from our guides, what to do, our next step, can't get through. So what I want is, I want us to all raise our dial together, because I'm going to count to 3 when we do that. So we're going to get to that dial. And I hope you're all there with me. Hi, Kay. I know. I see all the, hi, Lisa. I see all, it's just great. It's like old friends week. Okay. So I want to see everyone doing it with me. Now, this is what we want. We want to turn on our dial of openness to receive first. Okay? So, our openness to receive health. I am open to receive wellness. I am open to receive money. I am open to receive abundance. I'm open to receive true love. I'm open to receive my twin flame. I'm open to receive new clients. I'm open to receive your friendship. I'm open to receive your healing thoughts. I'm open to having a positive outcome that serves, uplifts, and inspires not just myself, but for those in my community, those around me, the planet that I live on. And I ask for the highest outcome of all concerned. In all that I do, in every encounter that I have. Guys, who knows, when you walk into Starbucks, okay, that your vibration doesn't positively impact that person on the line who's so sad, they don't even know why they're sad. And you walk by and you have this vibration of energy and healing of the angels, okay? And they're literally suddenly touched by an angel and their vibration shifts because you were in your power. You were in your vibration. So we're going to turn on that switch. We're going to ask to receive. We're going to ask to step into the highest good of all concerned. The outcome that's the highest good of all concerned for our health, for our wealth, for our relationships, and for our work. Okay? And in doing so, we let go of anything that's a lower frequency, any greed, any jealousy, any anger, anything less than. Does that make sense? Yes, no, or maybe. Okay? Yes, no, or maybe. Hi, Marlene. You joined us. Nice to see you. Whew, one accord. Simple. One accord. Yes, yes. And it's kind of interesting because in a way, when we open up our willingness to accept, our willingness to align, our willingness to do our purpose, our willingness to be healed, it brings us into an alignment that makes it much easier, guys. Literally. And I'm speaking of this because right now is a very interesting time. December, I mean, in 10 days, what is it, the 9th? In 10, 12, 14 days, 15 days, it's Christmas. And the holidays, Christmas, New Year's. And although for some people this is the best of times, for some people this is the hardest of times. They may not have family, they may not have friends, they may not feel good. They may be all alone, their children may be God-forsaken across the planet somewhere else. They may have lost loved ones. This may be a challenge. So I want each of us, got it, all the channels that we need to ask for. Yes, thank you. Yes. So we want to ask for the highest good, okay? We never know. Never, never know. So, Mother, Father, God, right now we ask that we be inspired, that we be uplifted, that we turn our switch on, that we collectively now can raise our vibration. So do this thing together. Vibrate your hands really fast, really fast, really fast, like this. Oh God, mine are really tingling. I don't know if yours are really tingling. Let me know if they are. I love that they're tingling. I'm sending energy right now out there. Now, this energy is meant to harmonize. This energy says, we don't know what you need to be in balance, or what I need to be in balance, or what the planet needs to be in balance. And in fact, in our neutrality, we ask the universe, and we're going to be open to call in that which is for the highest good of everyone on this show, everyone around us in the community and on the planet. So it may not look like what you think it will look like. I had a client that was working with me on a very simple subject of calling in what he wanted. And he wanted to connect with a certain person, see a certain person. And so he was out in the world practicing, visualizing this certain person. And he was visiting with some friends. And suddenly that person he was visualizing calls the friend. Pretty close. He sees the person showing up on the cell phone and a few other assorted things like that. So it didn't show up in the form of maybe the person walking in, but it showed up in the form of the person calling out. And that's what synchronicity is. So as we turn the switch on, all the reasons why we want to turn on this switch is that once we turn on this switch and we've turned on our tower, okay, imagine if you have an antenna, much like a radio antenna, that's sending signals out to the universe to match your vibration and to send you what you need energetically, because that's what's going to happen. So sending it out that way, up, connecting with each of yours, out for whatever that is you need. Asking the universe to provide that for you in this timeline, not the past life, not the future life, but this timeline. Does that make sense? What do you think? Does that make sense? Okay. Do I have any questions? I want to see if you have any questions for me, guys. I'm so excited. This is the first time about since my friend died in September. Oh my God. First time since I've started coming online that I haven't had a screw up so far with my live video. Unbelievable. That's like a miracle. Oop, and I heard a little bing, and that's a confirmation. Wow, I wonder if it had to do with him. All of my live videos were interrupted by an energy that caused them all to be kerpunked or fall off of the web as I did them. And that started back in September. Interesting. Thinking of all the synchronicities, guys. Okay, so now, warmth. Let's see what you're feeling. All right, your mind is tingling. Okay, mind tingling. Yes. When you tune up that antenna, your mind will tingle. And when your antenna is connecting on a frequency, I wish I could somehow have you see everything at the same time. Connecting at that frequency, remember, we are doing mind meld. So that is true, Kay. And Carrie's telling us there's warmth, pulsing, clear energy. Guys, look to Pamela. She and I are coming out with a beautiful deck for you in the near future. So I just want to introduce her a little bit. We'll be doing a show together. Beloved Margaret, warm and tingling. Yes, 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 yes. 6/8/68 is my birthday. Well, that's kind of interesting, honey. 6/8/68. I like that. Definitely. Okay, I don't know if I did the math right because I don't do the math right under pressure sometimes. But if that's true, Well, if that's true, then your birth path is a 38, okay, which is an 11, but 686838. So there you have it. And 11 is a master number. She says hers is tingling and exciting, amazing messages. Yes, our deck is going to have amazing messages. And Pamela has inspired me for the purposes of this deck to do a very high vibrational frequency deck with all new images. So images none of you have ever seen before. And they're sourced by some of the angels from the other, some of the paintings that I have done have sourced that, but in new ways, so you won't even recognize them. All right, amazing messages, synchronicity. Yes, woo, I'm feeling it. All right, so my guides told me that if there were just a few of you, I could pull a card for everybody, and so I will. And we're going to go backwards. I'm going to assume that you want a card, and I'm actually going to start at the top here and go down. Is that fair? Yeah, because then I'll know where I was when I leave off. So Carrie Klinger, baby, beloved, beautiful one. All right, and 11. Oh yeah, that's a portal. That's a portal. And guys, you know, I really ought to tell you why I do this work. All right. I had a very challenging life too. And one of my friends said to me, well, Joan, you know, you really ought to start telling people more of your stories of who you really are. And I don't know if I even know how to begin. But I've been on a journey of transformation my entire adult life because I was so literally abused in my early life. And I suppose that's why I don't know where to begin, because I continued that in parts of my adult life, not knowing that it was a pattern that I was carrying forward. But despite the fact that I was really humiliated, emotionally abused, not really physically abused growing up, but mostly emotionally abused by a tyrant of a father. And many of you might have heard the stories, but I hid in the closet. That was the safest place for me. And actually, I had a boyfriend a few years ago that so upset me that I had to hide in the closet. And when I hid in the closet, I realized, oh my God, I'm reverting. And that is my reverting position, hiding in the closet or hiding in the house, or, you know, you can. So if you have a fallback position from your childhood, you can imagine it could be your fallback position today too. And so I had a very, very traumatic upbringing, and I was very lost, and I was a seeker. I wanted to know the meaning of everything. When I was 10, I came to the fact that I must have had a past life, must have been here before, and tried to remember my past lives. And even though I didn't know anything about it, I came to believe that I had been a singer in the French Revolution, the French Resistance during World War II, and that I had been captured by the Germans, by the Gestapo in Paris, where I had been a performer. And so I had a love of being seen. I suppose I always wanted to be an actress, and a terror of being seen. And so my whole life, even in my adult life, has been a push-pull. And you can say that's a Piscean thing, and I am a Pisces. Full disclosure tonight, I'm a Pisces, March 16th. And so that person can swim upriver and downriver all at the same time, and we call it the flip, okay? Okay, we can, and I can. And so that really was the theme. I want to be in, I want to be out. I want to be full out doing my mission, be an extrovert. Well, shit, excuse my language, guys. I want to be inside that closet. And so my switch has always gone on or off depending on which stream I'm swimming in. And I share this with you because you all have streams too. And so when I started to come to this work, and I became a healer, a counselor, a chiropractor, and when I was guided to start to work with people to remember who you are, it was because then I was able to get out of, oh my God, the closet, the day-to-day way I had lived, and get into a position of being above and looking at all the lessons I had to learn. I had to learn not only how to come out consistently, but how to teach other people who are even shyer and having more difficulty than I to come out and to take a deep breath and to have courage. And so the more I was able to understand that you guys didn't look at me and say, oh my God, look how cowardly she is. She really wants to be in the closet. You guys would look at me and go, oh my God, she's gorgeous. Look at her. She has everything. So you didn't know about the struggle that it might have taken to come out of the closet that day or that night or that month to do the work we do. And each of you has your closet or your luggage or your suitcase filled with your own challenges. And so we want to, first of all, acknowledge that and acknowledge that that's why that switch goes up and down and all around, and why one day you have the switch on and the next day the switch is off, and then it goes back up and it comes back on, and you're on, you're off. And the more we learn about that switch, the more we can learn to turn it on and keep it on. And that's how I came to this work, because I had other people who helped guide me, like I guide other people now to stay steady and to start to say, well, where are you going? Who are you? What are your skills? What is the work? What is the message? What are you harnessing? What are you bringing? Where are you going and why? So during the holidays, and I want to share this, it's even a little more difficult, because as high as you can get from the love, the heart, the connection, is also as miserable as you can get, okay? From the same thing, from the families, from the disappointment, the disappointed expectations, not getting what you want, not being received, not being loved, or all of that, or not being able to be with the people you love. So we want to let go of all of those expectations. And so I invite you, when you are in your home, to really pay attention to your feelings, because the holidays will trigger your feelings. So if you hide in a closet from your family, then you go to be with that family. Guess what you're going to want to do at some point? Hide in the family, hide in that closet. All right. So you're to look at your feelings and what is getting triggered and work on healing that. So we do this work so we can be in balance, and so that we can come back and be a balance and be a healer, so that when everyone else is freaking out and going into their closet, we know what's going on, and we can be steady, and we can be balanced, and we can be in that neutral position, holding balance and turning our switch on and being of service in that way. And so one of my secrets to handling these holidays is to really up my creating of my sacred space in my house, keeping candles lit, if I can, even 24/7, so that I'm constantly burning away negativity. And even if no one's coming to this house, I'm burning my own negativity away from being out in the world and picking up everyone else's and shaking 100 hands and picking up their stuff. So coming home and creating a sacred space in your home is beyond important. You got that? Having your sacred music on, whatever it is that can take it beautiful for you. All right. Okay, sweetie. So I'm going to go back to the reading, and I hoping that I kind of finish all my sentences. So we'll go to Carrie and then Kay, but Carrie Klingen. Gemini to the core. Oh yeah, of course. So one of my favorite signs are Gemini, my best friends, because they're split personalities too, and super creative. Very, very super creative, Carrie. And the 3811 is a portal. So you might be guided. Let me see something else. I can forget. What does that mean? That was your, let me see something. Too much for me to figure out here. But, oh, I see. 6-8. Yeah, so 6-8. Okay. And guys, if you would like tonight, if you just put your birthday instead of the card, I can give you a little insight into that. I want to give you an understanding of what happens when we do this kind of work and you start to get clarity. So Carrie, just so you have some good news, love, you are in an 8-year financial, material, and spiritual success that comes from believing in who you are, not giving away your power. So there's something that we as caregivers and we as spiritual beings, so many of us feel, it's like somehow we can't put ourselves first. In this case, it's about really putting your needs first, and for all of us, nurturing ourselves. You know, when you go on an airplane, they tell you to put on your air mask first, and then the air mask of your kids, right? Because, or the person next to you. Because if you don't have that air mask on, then you may not be able to take care of that person next to you or that child of yours. So Carrie, you're in an 8-year material and spiritual success. It goes on to your birthday. And really the message is, it is a year of service, but it is a year of really monitoring your energy and not to give your power away. And a card that would go along with that really quickly is Angel of Healing. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. And that is an affirmation that I use all the time, especially for healing. Guys, repeat after me. I'm going to pretend I hear you. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. You can sing it. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I had someone who told me that they love it when I sing online. I think you're a little... But you never know. I also had some people tell me, don't sing, Joan, you're off key. So, Angel of Healing, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Okay, so that was for our beautiful friend, Carrie. I always love feedback. Also, you know, if you like any of the readings I do or any of the work I do, if you would put positive feedback and reviews on my page, that would be wonderful. And come to some of the groups, Calling All Angels, the Miracle Makers Club, especially the Miracle Makers Club, where we talk about miracles, we talk about positive good things. And we have the 420 Spiritual Living, where I talk about spiritual living. I share the articles that I write on spiritual living. You do not have to be a 420 fan to like my articles about intuition, healing, and magic. Okay? All right. So, okay. Taking a deep breath and clearing my energy. Do you notice it looks like I have this thing right on top of my head? Wow. Now, I know it's got to be the light, but I don't know if it shows up like this every time. Interesting. All right, so KK, is that Gem meaning Gemini? Probably. Kay and I get along very well, okay? That's all I can tell you. So if she's a Gemini, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Let's see. Up 11, you're in Aries. Okay. Oh, look at all these other people here. Look at all these people who've just popped on. All right, well, I'm going to go down. So there you get it. So KK, and this is the beloved. This is Yeshua, the beloved one, master of the healing hearts. And he wants you to know that he is with you. And you know what, everyone? Right now, remember something. This is the time and the season of the Christ energy, of the Magi, of the Masters walking with us. So you can even all just take a deep breath and imagine the Masters walking by your side, okay? Healing, compassion, love within you reside, and share your heart. So what's one way to help others deal and yourself deal with the energy of this? If you go into Walmart and there's 100 people waiting in line, you could be the horrible creep who criticizes and is awful, or you could just, you know, tell me your problems. Who are you? Let's have a smile. Tell me a story, a joke. What are you doing? What are you buying? Who are you buying for? You can spend your time being the master on the shopping line at Walmart. And if you don't think that's a fun thing to do, so Kay, that's what Spirit says, that the master is walking with you and he's encouraging you and all of you to be the master, become the master and walk. Allow the compassion, the love to reside within you. Okay? So we'll do it that way. All right. And so I see Dan, yes, say no to weed, yes to meditation, yes to love, yes to abundance, yes to centering, yes to coming into grounding. And Dan, I've seen you around for such a long time. I know you're here in the Valley. And the card I've pulled for you, and it's one of my favorite, the Temple of Balance. And this is one of my favorite paintings. She represents Venus, the goddess Venus, goddess of love and beauty. And she's actually guarding the inner temples of balance, harmony, sound, and beauty. And she is reminding you that it's a matter of balance. Kind of like a swing, you know, in the park, the old days, I don't know if they have these swings in the park now. I forget what they call it, seesaw. If you're too much on this side, or if one person's too heavy, the seesaw goes this way or this way. So it's all about learning how to come into balance, all for the highest good. And remember, in the beginning, we talked about truth, justice, integrity, health, healing, everything for the highest good of all concerned. So we get our emotions out of it and surrender and know that all is well. So there are some things we cannot change. We can only change our reactions to that. So Dan, surrender, know that all is well. Very grateful for your presence on this little webinar. So thank you, thank you. All right, going down to Ruth, because I'm going from top down. Hi, Ruthie. Hello, beautiful one. I love our card. So you know that these are the miracle messages. I have a couple of decks left. They do make great Christmas presents. You can find them on my website, joanofangels.com. I don't know, you could get them before Christmas. All right, so very, very interesting, Ruth. So the interesting thing I want to share with you is that I leave some of these word cards in the deck, and when they come out, they do mean something. And so miracle messages, meet the angelic beings and the portals working with Joan, bringing messages and dive into them. So your guides really want you to study miracles right now, miracle messages. But the message itself says, Angel Train Station, you are on the path to success. Your time is now. But understand that when you get to the train station, this is not the kind of train that you can bring your luggage on. So you have to drop your luggage before you can get on the train. In fact, you have to drop your luggage before the train is sent to pick you up. So this is for everyone. If you want to master, if you want to be guided and ascend in your direction and on your journey, then you do have to drop that luggage. That luggage cannot go with you to the heavenly realms. And what is that luggage? Well, that luggage is your story. Much like that story I shared with you tonight. That's my story, part of my story. Does that tell you who I am now? Yes and no. It tells you that, oh, Joan had her own struggles to overcome, just like I have my own struggles to overcome. And if she can become a role model, a mentor, and leave the closet, so can I. Okay? So that's the bottom line. All right. Now, Ruth. Okay, wanted to make sure I didn't get lost. Ruth. Oh, okay. So you got some of the extraterrestrial cards, angel activations. And do you see the sacred geometry here? This is sacred geometry, sacred language. And by the way, when you see my hands, sometimes as if they're moving on their own and they're doing all this, that's also a sacred like language. It's in the hand movements and in the tones. You're receiving energetic upgrades to raise your vibration and manifest your visions. And so everyone right now, turn your dial up a little bit. And Ruth, aligning your dial up, we can all align it so that we're all right now receiving this alignment and receiving our vibrations. Okay? Okay. There you have it. Perfect. Perfect. You're also welcome. You're also welcome. Yes, Carrie, you're so right. Carrie made it. Oh, there's Patricia just came in. So this is kind of interesting. I am pulling cards. I'm going to have you wait a moment, Patricia. I'm going to put you on the side here for a second. Okay, I won't forget you, love, love. Okay. Oh, lion's mane. Oh my God, Dan, that is one of my favorites. Just so you know, I love lion's mane, and it does center. Yes, it does. All right. Important interview on 12/12 for a book I want to write. Good chances. Important interview on 12/12 for a book I want to write. Good chances. Okay, well, you can identify. Do you want us to tune in? If you want us to tune, if you want me to be on the interview, I will. If you want us to tune in and listen, post the link for us, honey. All right, so there we have Pamela going down, and Pamela sees, yeah, normally I also let you know all the powerful beings that are with us, and they are. And speaking of that, powerful beings, this painting wanted to come, okay? And this is called Celestial Mission. So no surprise, we're actually talking about Celestial Mission. And there's, okay, I'll tell you the coolest thing about this painting. Do you see that Pegasus, that flying horse up there? That transport sentient being? That to me is my favorite. That just shows me that of the dragons, the flights that are occurring, the angels, and as they are being transporting us into the galaxies. So I call this one Celestial Mission. And I don't know, I just think it's so beautiful. These paintings on your walls change some of the energies. And so if that painting calls you, let me know. When the paintings call you, it's because they actually have special messages for you. And so if you get that painting tonight, anyone who is called, I will include for you a special activation session with that included in the cost of the clay. Just so you know, special tonight only. All right. So now, as I move down here, we did Ruth's reading, angel activations, your energetic upgrades. All right. I'm making notes of other people who are showing up so I don't forget you, because I get all carried away and then I forget. All right. Okay. And so I'm even keeping track. There's not that many of you. Pamela, I was about to give you your reading. So with Pamela channeling, okay, bringing in very, very high energy frequencies, many powerful beings. And Pam is a member of the feline tribes. That's an extraterrestrial tribe that really is here also to bring love, compassion, and higher understanding to humanity. I don't know, they wanted us to tell you a joke like we purr for you. Okay. Oh, now that is really cute. All right, Pam. So this is the card I pulled, the Angel of Love. And this is a message, fluff your wings, dear one. You can do this. So this is a card when you're discouraged. It's a reminder. And this is for all of us, because remember I said the holidays are hard. So everyone, please take a deep breath. We're going to do this with Pamela. You're going to do this with me and everyone else. But fluff your wings, dear one. You can do this. I am always with you. But the irony of this card for you, Pamela, sweetie, is that so again, tonight before I did the broadcast, I got a message, well, some of your paintings want to come to the broadcast. And the painting that actually wanted to come was this one. Okay, can you see it? It happens to be the Angel of Love. Let me see if I can do this without dropping either the computer. Okay, so there it is. And I'm sitting there and looking at the Angel of Love, who's telling me she wants to go. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't climb on the chair. It's too much. I just can't do it. No way. And I went into the shop and I took, and the other painting said, well, you can take me. But I'm laughing because, you can't procrastinate or avoid, and there it is. That painting wanted to be seen anyway. So that is the Angel of Love, and telling you, Pamela, that you're not alone, honey. You're doing just the right thing. Be at peace, all of us, okay? Fluff your wings, guys, during this holiday. Bring your shoulders back, that sense of presence. So when you walk in to Starbucks or all those department stores, you are the solution. You are the solution. And the angels are with us, much like windshield wipers, only these are wing wipers. Ha ha. Got that? Wing wipers. Sometimes I think I'm so gosh darn cute, I can't stand it. Okay, so get your wing wipers on, and it's a tongue twister. You try to say wing wipers fast. Okay, I am always with you. All of you guys, whatever you have planned in your special bag of tricks, one of the things when we do the readings, we look at what's in that bag of tricks that you have. What are the special gifts you have that Spirit gave you this lifetime? How can you unfold them so that you can do what you came here to do? Because part of so much unhappiness is when we're shut off because we're not finding fulfillment. We're not doing what our soul calls us to do. So fluff your wings, guys. That's wing fluffers. Fluff. But I have to write it down. What I call the wing fluffers, the wing wipers. Thank you. Winged wipers. Okay, so this is for Pamela. All right, moving down. Moving down, moving down. Taking a deep breath. All right. Oh, there's Norma. Hi, sweetheart. I don't know if you're still on, but have not seen you for a while. Always love to see you. And of course, you can have a card. And again, these are the miracle messages to the Masters of Miracles. Very important. December, we focus on miracles. Archangel Michael, all about removing obstacles. As you release everything that no longer serves, your path becomes clear. Why? Because if there's so much clutter in your way, you can't see. So then you need vision wipers. Or if you have so much clutter, you need to get the clutter wipers so you don't trip. Or even so that if you're carrying your heavy trunk with you or suitcase, you can't move very quickly. So we want to cut the cords to everything that no longer serves. And that's Archangel Michael with a beautiful sword for you, Norma. So, and for everyone here, so hold it up. Use it when you're feeling, I do a prayer every day, twice a day, letting go of everything that no longer serves me, this life, past life, future lives, this dimension, all dimensions, this life, this planet, all planets. So I do some of that. All right, I hope that helped, Norma. And don't forget, if you like the readings, pop over to my page and do a few comments would be nice, or let me know. Or even better, book a reading so we can really help you clear your field. So we have Doreen. Hello, sweetness. I love that name, Doreen. Doreen starts with a 4, D's. The number 4 is all about grounding and foundation. And just tuning into your energy, Doreen. Up, 2 cards came out. And, okay, so I'm going to share them both. The Angel of Pure Love. Oh, we had an Angel of Love. This one's Pure Love. Well, the messages are really kind of similar. Self-care and nurturing are the message for you right now, Doreen. And also the message for everyone. The way to handle the stress of the holidays and get through it is to take care of yourself. Nurture yourself and others. All right? So that was part 1. Part 2 is the Miracle Krishna. And he is granting all your dreams, all your wishes come true. So may all your wishes come true. And even better, may you remember that you too can be a miracle maker and grant wishes to others. So it goes both ways. All right, Doreen, I hope that makes sense to you and fits in there. Love that. Okay. Love that very much. Okay. Whew. See, I'm going down, 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 and I see Suzanne. And I do have I have a couple people still. Suzanne, your birthday's a day after mine. Is that why you put it down there? I'm wondering. Another Pisces. Well, you're in a 5-year. So that's about expressing who you are, Suzanne. Really living your truth. It's about freedom. So if we're in the negative aspect of the 5, then we don't feel free. We might feel bound up. So we can either be in the positive or the negative of anything that goes on with us. Okay, are you ready? But you, my love, are getting to experience a rebirth. All right? A rebirth, new opportunities for growth. Life is calling you and miracles are manifesting. This is one of my favorite cards. Rebirth. And this is an Ankh, an Egyptian Ankh, going through the eye of the Ankh. Brings you to that state of rebirthing, regenerating, rejuvenating, and renewing. So letting go, honey, of anything that doesn't serve you, Suzanne, letting go of people, places, things, and attitudes that are holding you back will help you move forward more fearlessly for your miracles to be manifesting. So, fellow Pisces, I hope that helps you, Suzanne. Okay. It's funny to go backwards. Hi, Patrick Gray. Nice to meet you. And I look forward to hearing what you think is great. Always like to know. And I do like to know. I love live. To say the truth, I always imagine that you're all here in my living room or in my sanctuary. I love live performances. I love having an audience right in front of me. The bigger, the better, from small group to big group. Facebook Lives are a little bit more interesting because I see you all out there. And I love having you all out there. I can relate the more people talk to me, especially. But then I get to know you all in a better way. So that is one of the beauties of Facebook Live. Otherwise, you're just really talking to yourself. Now, I can talk to myself, guys, just so you know. I'm very good at it. I think I am. I had this psychic a few years ago when I came to the desert. Psychics trade readings with other psychics. So we were at an event doing readings and there were no people. She said, well, why don't we do a reading for each other? And I thought, fantastic. And so she read me, I read her, and she said, well, Joan, have you ever thought of being a comedian? And I burst out laughing because actually sometimes I have thought that I would probably do better on the stage as a comedian for spirit because I really make fun of myself and all my foibles. But so one of my favorite series is The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel because she is a comic. All right, well, that's enough, Patrick. But sometimes I do this when I ramble too. I do this because in a way the psyche is clearing some of the other energies. So, Patrick, I'm Dr. Joan of Angels, and you are experiencing a celestial homecoming, my dear. Courage, you are being supported one step at a time. Well, this is one of my favorite paintings. It's in the garage now. And if you notice that it's an ascension card. Ascension cards tell us that you have a lot of karma that you're mastering, that you're on the path and on the journey, and you will be successful. You're being called. Well, actually, it says more that you're being supported and to have courage and take it one step at a time, right? And it shows us where we're going. Courage, one step at a time, but you're coming home, and that's beautiful. That is a celestial homecoming. Spirit is very, very exciting when you call and you come home. All right, I'm going down, down, down. I hope that helped you. Gemini, the Cora, Love Me, Pisces, George Harrison, my favorite fish. There's Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa. Hi, love. Your birthday was. Does that mean you have a new birthday now? Well, so your birth path. Oh, your birthday was. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. It was just 3 days ago. I'm so slow. No wonder I'd make a terrible comedian. I can't even think on my feet. Yes, of course, your birthday was just 3 days ago. Happy birthday. You deserve a little something. So you're now in a 3-year. So up until now, this past year was a 2-year. It was all about learning how to be of service, but not give away your power. This year is about creativity, communications, really stepping into your own sense of personal power, communicating, keeping your energy smooth and flowing, your enthusiasm, your creativity, your communicating. Anyway, so it'll be a very busy year for you, love. Congratulations on your birthday. I do see why it was then. Your guardian angel wants you to know that she is always with you. You're not alone. You are protected, and you are being shown the way. So blessings to you, sweetheart Vanessa. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Happy, happy. I'm going to come up with a new birthday song. Okay, going right down. All right, and everyone say happy birthday to her. All right, now I see Linda Martinez. And you guys won't believe this, but I actually know where I am when I go back up. So there. Usually I get lost, but now I'm keeping notes. Hi, Linda. Very nice to see you, honey bunny. So honey bunny is a term I use for people I love, especially my children, or sometimes on the show, honey bunny, love. It's how I'm feeling in the moment. And so the way I'm feeling at this particular moment, I think you might have heard me say this, Linda, that sometimes if we get a card like this, it means they want you to think about this, the miracle pathway. I teach programs on the miracle pathway. The readings I do clear the miracle pathway, but it's really about learning how to have real life synchronicities so that you can actually, through prayer, belief, meditation, manifesting, call in what it is you came here to do and activate your miracles. So this is about activating your miracles, Linda. And the Oracle speaks. This is my favorite painting and card. It's all about me, the Oracle. It's the first one I did of the big ones. And it's all about knowing who you are. I know who I am. I speak my truth. I know who I am. I speak my truth. I trust my truth. I trust that voice. I am aligned with my purpose. So, Linda, that's your message of aligning you with your purpose and speaking your truth. And there's Margaret. So I hope that helps. Hope that helps, Linda. Always nice to see you. And guys, reach out to me, book a reading if you want more information. All right. And there is beautiful Margaret, who I adore, who I love. Met her on Facebook. And you know, there's several of you that I met who are on this now that have been to my home, that I've met personally, that, God, when I got on Facebook years ago, I would never have known I would have met new people like that. So we want to trust in the future, Margaret. We want to trust in the ease. Margaret, easily, moving with grace and ease, easily. So I'm going to add a easily. Spirit is telling me that we're going to add that I, so that you're moving into grace and easily, everything moving that way and direction for you. And the card is kind of an interesting card. Your prayers have been, you're at the gate, you're coming through. I did pull it upside down, which tells me, and so the card is about the doors are open. So I said, well, what does that mean? And they said, well, she has to push them a little to push them open. But it shouldn't be hard because your prayers have been answered, or they're in the process of being answered. If there have been any glitches, just know, like those revolving, those, when you get to the big stores, the big superstores, and the doors have open automatically. They just say you just have to push it a little bit. Oh, okay, those revolving doors that you go in and you have to just push it a little bit. That's all. And the door is opening. This has been such an ascension process of mastery for you, but you're still in the game and you have still been brought up there. Yes. Okay. So do not give up hope. You are in it. All right. And I love you very much. Let me know when you're in town so we can visit. All right. Now, few people I have not seen. Okay, Marlene, there you are. You're down here. Okay, I'm just going to see there's Marlene and Lisa. Marlene, Lisa, and my dear friend with her doggie. Where is she? All right, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Patricia, that's right. Okay, I'm going to pull two more cards. One is for Marlene and one is for Patricia. And then I have something very special for all of you. Okay. So Marlene, I always love having you on here. I think Marlene is a very beautiful name. Like letting go of any stickiness or heaviness. And the Master Teacher card is coming up for you. We bring you wisdom from the stars, align, integrate, remember who you are. And that is kind of interesting because I saw you as, in a sense, they showed me as needing to clear your energy around you. This was a painting I did of the inner cities in Mount Shasta. I'm sorry, in Sedona rather, when I was there, the master teachers. And so they were almost showing me as you as needing to be carved out, as if you can carve away and allow that who you are to be revealed, bringing you wisdom from the stars. I hope that makes sense to you, Marlene. Whew. Okay, now, last but not least, my dear friend Patricia from Canada. Okay. And for Patricia, oh, well, this is so true of you. Angel on a mission. I know where I'm going. I have a renewed sense of purpose and passion. And so when we know what our mission is, then of course we have a renewed sense of passion. Of course it's easy to leap out of bed and leap over tall buildings in a single bound. And so our guides are sharing with you, hun, this sense of, I know where I'm going. I have a renewed sense of my destiny. I trust my destiny. All right, guys, I've loved doing all these readings for you. Oh my God, I can't even believe we've been on this long. Okay, let's do this. Rub your hands together. We want to disconnect everyone's energy, but rub your hands together. Let's send healing out. Let's raise the vibrational frequency. And again, all your feedback really helps me. I'm looking to create a series of online and in-person events, and I'm not actually sure what you want to hear. I went into a place the other day called the Crystal Fantasy. She's looking for teachers. And she said something very interesting to me. She said, well, send me your ideas. I said, okay. I said, well, what is it you're looking for? She said, well, Joan, it's the funniest thing. I have lots and lots and lots of teachers who have brilliant ideas, but none of them have brilliant ideas that the people really want to hear. And I went home and I thought about that because I have brilliant ideas too. And what are the ideas that you guys really want to hear? So I'm very open to creating a series of new programs. And if you would like to reach out and tell me what you'd like to hear, I'd be very appreciative beyond belief. All right. So your message is the following, guys. Be at peace during the holidays. Help raise the frequency. Be part of the solution. When you get home, light your candles, sit with your altar, go into meditation for a few minutes, ground, release any distress, move into maybe a higher position so you can look around to see what happens around your day and be in that neutrality so you can send healing, peace, and love and balance to all. All right. This has been a wonderful sesh. If you like what I do, share me with your peeps. And like my Joan of Angels, like all my pages, let me know what you're thinking, how I can help you. And other than that, I will be back next week. This is the first time I have had an uninterrupted show since I began back in September. So thank you very, very much for holding that energy for me. I love you all. I will see you next time. Ciao for now.